Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're with us on this Monday morning. Special guest here in the studio. But first, let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard, and a hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfortable needs, and it is really nice for a couple of days. We're going to really look forward to some really good weather, but we appreciate Drew Pollard and his company helping sponsor Panhandle Outdoors. Look at the temperature today. High is actually going to be 85, and low is going to be 69. I love it when you get down into the 60s. Water temperature at the end it appears right at 85 degrees. Monday moon phase brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. We've got the first quarter coming up this Thursday, and the full moon will be next Thursday on the 17th of October. So it's going to be something to look forward to. That October moon is always really special. Take a look at our tide chart. Finally, we're getting some tides. Brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good tides all week long. Low tide this morning at 10:55 and a high tide at 12:31 right after midnight, and it's going to be a good night to go floundering, okay? Our wind will be east, southeast at about 5 to 10. Let's take a break. We'll come back with our special guest.
The new Temper-Active Breeze delivers a warming bed for you and cooling comfort for your partner. So say goodbye to thermostat fights and hello to better sleep with personalized climate control. Only available at the Sleep Center.
Empire Real Estate of Florida, making your real estate dreams a reality throughout the Panhandle and more. If you're considering buying or selling real estate, please call 850-247-8868.
Real-time Fisher's Seafood Restaurant and Market on Highway 22. Fresh, delicious seafood cooked daily, shrimp boil, oyster bar, steam bar, and now featuring fresh barbecue smoked on-site chicken, pulled pork, and we'll cater large groups. Check out the seafood market with a great selection of some of the freshest seafood around. Friendly service, great food at a reasonable price. Real-time Fisher's Seafood Restaurant and Market.
Kramer Marine and Outdoor is your trusted source for all your outboard boat and motor needs. We carry Skeeter Bay boats, all-wheeled aluminum boats, and have the largest selection of outboard motors, parts, and accessories in the area. And our master-certified, factory-trained technicians are ready to take care of you. So shop us online at KramerMarineandOutdoor.com or visit us at the corner of Frankfurt and 23rd next to Bill Kramer GM. We're here to keep you out on the water.
Come see our new collection of lift chairs here at the Sleep Center. We have everything from basic chairs to fancy chairs with heat, massage, stay clean fabric, even extra large comfort chairs that lift up to 500 pounds.
Sleep Center, where it's bedtime all day long.
Okay, well, welcome back, and welcome to familiar guy here on Panhandle Outdoors, my buddy Billy Grantham. Welcome back.
Man, it's good to be him.
Well,
good to see y'all.
We haven't seen you in a while because you've been so busy doing things, and you've been a little under the weather too. I was checking on you.
Well, shortly, within days after getting back from our trip to Ireland, I got COVID, and it knocked the wheels out from under me, and 2 or 3, 4 doctor visits. But I caught up on all my TV shows. Yeah.
Yeah, you were incapacitated. I touched base with you. You were feeling bad.
I didn't want nobody calling me, nobody coming to see me. Don't bother me.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone.
And your bride took care of you, though.
Oh, man, boy, she was better than snuff, not half as dusty. Yeah, she looked after me.
What's been going on over in Jackson County?
Well, I'm looking forward to coming up here Thursday, Friday this week. Winston, is the weather's fixed to turn nicer. And you remember what Captain Roy used to talk about? October being his favorite time because that water temperature out there in these bays and bayous gets dropping down.
Yeah.
I want to go fishing down there
Yes,
in
sir.
Cook's Bayou or somewhere like that.
That would be some good fishing. You want to get out like a little kayak or something? Just get out
I
there.
got one, but I don't. I you know how everybody wants the.
Well, you were telling me you got like a Volkswagen, but you want to go and get a Cadillac now. That's
Yeah, I want to go see Sunjammers and maybe get me one of them with a pedal kind. Then I've got both hands open where I can fish with two hands at one time or whatever, you know.
Billy, that is really special, and we've talked about it before. And you got your hands free, but just getting out on the water in a kayak. I've been in all kind of boats and everything, but something special about getting out there in a kayak. You're down there right by the water. You see everything.
Yeah. You ain't pulling a trailer.
I know.
You get out, back up to the ramp, slide that thing off in there, put your gear in it. It's quiet, it's serene.
You inspired me to get back into it. I haven't done it the last couple of years. I've been so
I
busy.
want to go to Sunjammers down yonder and wheel and deal, you know, and maybe take one and trade one in on one. I don't know.
And you got Christmas coming up too. And so, you go, honey, have you picked out my Christmas present yet? I got some suggestions, but
Yeah.
that's a good deal. So anyway, so that's been going on, and I know we're close to getting peanut season, right?
Yeah, they've just beginning to harvest peanuts up there in Jackson County. You know, deer absolutely love them things. I don't mean the peanut as we like the shell, but I'm talking about the vines. They love them, and they're just now fixing to start gathering them in earnest in Jackson County, and them peanut wagons will be everywhere. Y'all slow down. Slow down when you see that red wagon and just take it easy, and he'll get on up the road up there because he's the one that's going to get that stuff for your Snickers bar and what have you.
That's exactly right. I just love it. And the thing about it, once they start, I mean, they go full speed.
Oh, man, they roll them upside down, and they lay there and dry 2 or 3 days if the weather does good. And then they pick them, and you know the peanut vines they make hay out of for cattle, but deer love that stuff, man. You can ride into management or any of these fields right now, just about an hour before dark. They'll be out there in droves feeding. Yeah,
that's good. And we've had, like I say, the dove season has started, and I'm glad you brought your decoys here. I've missed a hunt or two because of the weather and all, but. What's going on? What's the dove report?
Well, there's some doing some hunting, but when they start gathering these peanuts, there's some hulls and peanuts on the ground, and the dove will be in there feeding and moving, and folks will be popping a cap on them.
I really think, and I mean this seriously, all throughout the Florida Panhandle is really good hunting, but I think over the years, the dove shooting in Jackson County is just at another level. It always has been in the fall. I can remember as a kid, those fields, because of those peanut fields.
Yeah.
And the dove shoots up there is something special.
They're fun. They're fun to take youngins out there. They can sit there side of you and drink a belly washer, you know, and you ain't got to sit completely still when it's deer hunting or.
Because they're not going to do that.
No, they ain't going to do that. But they can sit there and see it and appreciate it. And you can work that new dog you've been spent your money on, and you can see how he's doing. And it's fun to see them things work, man. A smart one,
Yeah, it is. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Come back with Billy.
Hi, I'm Wendy Chester Woodrick, and I would love to help you finally understand Medicare. Medicare can be confusing and it can feel overwhelming. I'm an independent agent, and I'm contracted with several different carriers. So my goal is to make sure that you understand your options and help you decide what is best for you. So whether you're considering a supplement plan with Original Medicare or a Medicare Advantage plan, please give me a call or send me an email. I would love to help you.
Folks, are you looking for an old school bait and tackle store? Then stop by locally owned Weewaw Wiggler Bait and Tackle on Highway 22, Weewaw. Fresh bait, worms, crickets, minnows, a big selection of top-of-the-line tackle, lures from the old reliable to the latest and hottest ones coming out. Cane poles, all sizes, leads and lines, famous Weewaw Wiggler t-shirts, everything you need to make your next fishing trip a great one. Weewaw Wiggler Bait and Tackle.
Lighting by Levon is your one-stop shop for elegant lighting solutions to fit every home. Visit our beautiful showrooms for free consultations and delivery, low prices, and the best service in the Panhandle. Service is what we sell. Lighting by Levon at Inlet Beach, 13123 Emerald Coast Parkway, Suite F, 850-502-4438. And in Lynn Haven, 809 Florida Avenue, 850-769-1232.
Explore the retail paradise that has everything for your outdoor adventure. Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. Make your outdoor journey complete at Blue Water Outriggers. Come visit us today.
All right, welcome back. So our good friend and colleague, Billy Grantham from Jackson County, roots down there in Bluntstown, but Florida Panhandle, born and bred. You've had some good times lately. So
we left over in August and went to Ireland. A 9-hour flight.
Oh my goodness.
9 hours. Yeah. Oh boy. Rough, boy, howdy. Anyhow.
So you got some pictures.
We got went on a tour with a bus caravan, not a caravan, just a bus tour off out in the countryside.
Okay.
And this was a mission area that they had built. Now every fence in Ireland is made out of rock. There ain't no wooden fences or wire fences because rock is free and it's plentiful.
There you go.
And so the buildings are made out of the same thing.
Oh man.
That's a spire tower right there. Most of many of these grave headstones right here have been there for almost 500 years or longer. The face of them where the markings are worn down where you can't hardly even see the name or anything on
Well,
it.
look, they buried them pretty close together.
Well, they've made some paving right there, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yep, boy.
That's cool.
Very interesting.
That is.
That's a castle. Remember now, rock is easy to come by. That ain't went and bought no block or brick or nothing like that. It's everywhere.
Cool.
That was a little castle right there. That is the Cliffs of Moher.
Okay.
That's on Western Ireland, on the western side.
Okay.
Out there. You know, Winston, that Ireland is only about the size of South Carolina.
That's just hard to fathom.
It ain't very big, no sir. See that tower right there?
Yeah.
Any of you people out there ever watch the movie Lord of the Rings?
Uh-huh.
Y'all remember the Lord of the Rings where they had the tower and they went up there and set fire to the wood pile up there and it had a big fire?
Yeah.
So the guys way off over miles away could see it. That's what one of those right there is, out there on a peninsula of the water, that they would set fire to a pile of wood on the top of it and send a message to the next guy.
Oh my goodness.
This is a castle at Kilkenny.
You know, back in those days, I always think about how in the world they actually build that. I mean, you know, it took a long time to build that.
Well, when the materials is laying out there in the field.
But just the labor and all. Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
You ever been to Biltmore Mansion up in?
Yes.
Well, this one was similar to that because I've been to both of them. Only this one, Biltmore is more attractive because they've been able to maintain it and care for it like they did so much. But that was just an example of it.
Wow.
That was one of the hallways inside of this facility. Ornate.
Wow.
Looked great. I mean, just ooh and ah the whole time. Walk along looking at everything they got there. Boy, it was pretty interesting. Of course.
Now you wait. You get that big buck out there in Ireland?
I got that big buck at my house in January.
Okay.
Me hunting hard for him, and he finally showed up. And I'll have him out of the taxidermy very soon.
Okay.
And I'm just excited so I can hang him up at the house. There he was right there. My grandson come up there with me when the wife brought him up. But he has a lot of base on. KFC Witness Protection Program. I'm just taking your example.
You got to have some humor every morning.
That was the buck right there, Winston, walking around. I got him on the game camera.
You had him scouted out.
Now, could you just imagine that right there?
That's nice.
I'll have a picture of him later on. That's a doe. That we see the picture of the time it was back in April.
April 29th.
Look at her belly on her, pregnant.
They're getting ready to have a baby.
Boy, there she is again, or one of many of them that walking around there. Oh, one of many, as I say.
That salt block, don't they?
Mineral block I keep there. The key to stuff like that, you get you a hammer and bust the top of it up a little bit, and get it where it's, excuse me, almost like salt out of a salt shaker, where they can lick it and get to it a lot easier.
Look at there.
Oh well, I had to do that. I had that on the tractor, and I said, I'll take a picture of that right there.
I like that. We're gonna get some more of those. I like that. What's that now?
What? You ought to know that, being an old country cousin like you are. A persimmon.
Persimmon tree.
Yeah, persimmon tree. Those things grow wild throughout the Panhandle, and I had some come up there, and I made sure I kept them and looked after them when it was dry, kept them fertilized, and.
So you did fertilize them. That's what
it don't hurt to add a little bit to them.
Once I say wild, just little shrunk up things.
Yeah, but
that's a good idea.
But they're starting to fall now as well. Another doe, pregnant. Look at the date now.
That was in June 27th.
Look how she's about to pop.
So she probably had that one in July.
I don't know what that one was doing, Winston. I just took the picture on the game camera and thought, what in the world?
Was she either singing or booing or trying to swallow something?
I don't know. A young buck slipping around through there. See, that was just the other day.
Oh, yeah, that's September 13th.
Yeah. And there's two of them fussing.
Look at there, they're fighting each other. They sure are.
Look, Winston, at the bottom of the screen. What is that?
That's a skunk?
That's a skunk.
Look at that old skunk.
Goodness gracious, Rachel. Don't want that thing around there very much. And all you can do is just let him alone.
Look how they're staying away from him.
Yeah, they were like, what? Not a skunk. I think I showed some pictures. That was my roof on my box house that had blown off as a whole, and I put it back together, but how am I going to get that thing up there?
Okay.
So I had to build me some slides. And,
that's a good idea. You're going to slide it up the
That's right.
ramp.
Reinforce it, and then took the tractor on the other side with a rope over the top. Slide it, and voila, there it is.
How about that? That's using. You didn't learn that in engineering school. You just learned that.
Redneck. Yes, that's how I did that.
That's cool.
Of course, you always got to have a helper.
Yeah.
The only case you got to do, be careful till you take him out in the wintertime, because he reached his hand in the bag one day. I took him down there and threw the corn out. Come here, Dad! Come here and get that corn! He's yelling, and it's hunting season time. I, whoa, don't holler, buddy. It's all right, don't holler.
So
Peanuts.
Let nobody know.
Anyhow.
All right, peanut field. Go back to peanut field.
That's not a very good peanut field, but just in the management.
That gets excited. Okay.
That field will be full of deer at night.
All right.
All right. Cecil Miles, I was at him at the kinfolk the other day at a reunion, and he said, man, I got catfish. I catch catfish over at Okalotney.
Yeah.
And he sent me some pictures.
Now that's a big, from Okalotney.
Look at there, Okalotney.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
He comes from a long line. His daddy was a fisherman. His grandfather was a fisherman.
That is something.
Tink Miles, and then Odell Miles from Graceville, and them rascals know how.
Look at that.
He's done well himself.
Wow.
I think that's all she wrote.
All right, well, we'll take a quick break. We'll come right back with Billy.
At Bay Smile Docs, we know how to make you smile. We're open early at 7 a.m. We're open late until 8. Request an appointment at baysmiledocs.com or call 271-2341 today.
Rough and Tough dog food from Harold Mill and Company. In business over 75 years, they offer top quality and nutritionally balanced food for all your animals. Your chickens will love HMC feeds, as well as your cattle and pigs. Time proven, rough and tough for your dog. Want them healthy? Rough and tough. Want them happy? Rough and tough. Only the best from Harold Mill & Company.
BJ's Marine Service. With over 44 years in business, they're dedicated to offer you the very best in marine service. BJ's Marine will repair any marine motor. Dependable and experienced. They won't be satisfied until you're satisfied. Local business that is family owned with a tradition of excellent service. Trust your motor to the best. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road.
My name is Walter Woodrick, and I am a certified financial planner practitioner at Woodrick Financial in Port St. Joe, Florida. I do business through LPL Financial, the country's #1 independent broker-dealer. I would love to meet you. There's no cost to chat. The financial plans I create for clients really help bring clarity and perspective. You can call, text, email, or stop by. Just Google Woodrick Financial.
Kramer Marine and Outdoor is your trusted source for all your outboard boat and motor needs. We carry the largest selection of outboard motors, parts, and accessories in the area, and our master certified factory trained technicians are here to keep you out on the water.
At Bay Smile Docks, we know your time is precious. That's why Bay Smile Docks opens early at 7 and we're open late until 8. Request an appointment at baysmiledocks.com or call 271-2341 today.
Okay, welcome back. See, Billy Grantham came down from Sneeze. Always glad to have him on Panhandle Outdoors. Let's take a quick look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. Our times today, how about 2:44 to 4:44 this morning? They just passed us, but this afternoon, 3:10 to 5:10. Well, during the break, we're talking about baiting, all kind of baiting, all used for catfish and all, and talking about soaking them. You said you made a mistake one time? Or?
You make a mistake and leave that cut bait in a bucket overnight, you'll get you some good stink bait.
It'll smell big.
I made a mistake with all the rain we got the other day. Had a bucket out there with some corn in it, and of course it filled up with water, and then forgot about it, and it got hot 2 or 3 days. You talking about stink?
Yeah.
Boy, how do you could? I took it over to the first bridge and dumped it over in the water. Yeah, that one dumped right in the yard. I get in trouble.
You could have gone back the next day, caught a lot of fish right where you
I imagine you could. Some cat, I bet that'd be some good chum.
And then turtles and snakes will all be
there. Everything, yeah.
So what else has been going on? You said it had a class reunion and saw some of your...
Hey, yeah, we had a 50th class reunion for Bluntstown. Class of 74 there at the Neal Civic Center in town, and I saw people I ain't seen in 50 years. Yeah. Beautiful women that graduated from that high school and matured gracefully, and good to talk to a pile of them. Saw Daryl Carpenter, some of your country cousins, and shout out to old Daryl. Hunting season's fixed to come in. Turn them dogs out, let them go.
Yeah, Matt and all those boys be up there.
Yeah, man, always fun.
Well, I love class reunions. Like I say, I always talk about the girls are still pretty and the boys, boys are still ugly.
Face like a foot. That was always my problem.
It was a lot of fun. And
it was.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're talking about dove hunting coming up. Again, the season's open, but the weather sort of slowed people down. What are you going to have? You're going to have another flight of birds migrating in pretty soon.
Well, very soon. When this weather starts cooling, you'll get the locals will be here as birds, and you'll get some that'll be pushed down. But it's squirrel season, and I'm going the weekend.
Okay.
The squirrel hunt in the morning, and then rabbit hunting later on. And we'll send you some pictures to show the folks, and maybe a pot of stew, rabbit stew or something,
and don't forget that big squirrel tournament coming up too. We'll talk about it coming up in November. And also, I got one of my viewers, H.C. Slay, watches every morning up there in Bonifay. He sent me a text that he and his buddies they're trying to find the dates on squirrel season, and he was saying that the squirrel season open year round. So I I've got it.
heard that.
Well, we hadn't either. I've texted Chris Bowley with FWC. He's coming on this week. We're going to get the lowdown on when the squirrel season is open, but he and his buddies looked it up. They spent a good amount of time looking up the squirrel season, but we'll see. Like rabbits, rabbits are open year round. Anyway.
Winston, you know that 65 and older get to hunt free and fish free. No hunting license, no fishing license.
That's nice.
65 and older. Some of y'all already knew that. I know that, but some of y'all didn't.
That's nice and all. But fall, talking about October, I've talked about it all month, the beauty of October.
Man.
And like I said, Captain Roy and I are the best fishing trips we ever went on in October together.
I'm going to Cook's Bayou. Y'all just will make me a place and get out of the way. I'll be down there.
It just that seasonal water temperature change, and that's as simple as that. Same way on surf fishing. They're starting to migrate now. Surf fishing is really good. And the bull reds. You ever catch a nice redfish over there?
At Cook's?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've been off out over there on Goose Point fishing before when the tide was up. We'd get it and maybe pick up. And I keep telling Matthew and Chris, let's go back to Cook's Bayou. Let's go back to Cook's Bayou because it's got the little side tributaries on the side. And we go back over and reel them in, boy. I mean, catch some good ones.
Real quick, we had talked about Lake Seminole. I haven't heard much reports from anybody. What's going on Lake Seminole? Have the bass hitting pretty good?
Well, it's cooled off a little bit, to where people have gone back to fishing again.
Okay.
When it got hot, people just didn't stay out there much. But now it's cooled off some bass fishing, it's going well.
And the duck hunters will be out there.
Well, they already are.
That's what I mean.
Teal season come in Woodies, and they've been busting the cap around there. But when it comes in earnest, later on, it'll be wham, wham, wham.
You ever see many goose out there?
Well, yeah, you see them. Nobody hunts them.
I was going to say, the season's open on them big time.
Who wants to shoot that thing just
way up there?
Loping along. They want that thing. Boom, boom. They want that sport of it.
Some of the biggest challenges ever is trying to shoot a wood duck coming through that tree line. That's a lot of fun.
Come out across there.
You find out what kind of shooter you are when you.
I ain't much of one.
Well, Billy, we're gonna have to wrap it up. Listen, you don't wait so late next time. So long next time to come on.
I gotta have something to talk about in the show. I just ramble and.
You've been traveling all over the place too.
Yeah.
Getting sick. You got to stay healthy and stay around the house and keep in touch.
Yeah, I had to twist my wife's arm about canceling a trip out west, and I just
okay.
And the doctor said I was getting older and don't heal as fast.
I understand.
Saying that.
I understand. All right, Billy, appreciate it, buddy. Thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. We appreciate your viewers.
See y'all in Sunday school.
That's right. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors. Take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.